nonsense. I'm sure it's just a clerical error. You'll be in the academy next season for sure.
My family runs...
Hold! Speak to me before entering Mornherd, citizen. I hope you're here to tell me of your tremendous victory, and not the kind that involves the local tavern wench. I wasn't too sure about those blind path cultists, but their leader seemed like she was a genuine threat. I'm almost sad you did away with her, and the rest of us didn't get a chance to fight her. Now I'll just have to wait for the next invasion. I heard about the blind. Seemed like she put up a good fight, but you bested her all the same. Every day you come.
Ah, just who I wanted. This place gives me the creeps.
You made it. I was worried one of those reality tears got you. Laramil and that floating ball of eyes told me to meet you here. They explained all about the reality tears. They sound terrible. What's going to befall us next, I wonder? She did. According to Scroot, there's an old forge deep within the mine that's dedicated to Boethia. Laramil and her believe that if you present the sword at the forge, Daedric energy will once more flow into the blade. The entrance to Boethia's forge should be somewhere in the northeast section of the mine. Boethia created Abolisher, so it stands to reason that a forge built to honor her might be able to restore it. Master blacksmiths dedicated the forge back when Daedric worship was more widespread. It became a Quama mine much more recently. Quama always make me uncomfortable. Let's find the forge and get out of here. That's the forge. Ever notice that no matter how ancient, Daedric stuff never really changes? Anyway, dip Abolisher into the hot coals. Acorns! Look at Abolisher! It surges with power again!
Lower your weapons. I only want to talk. I see you are still at the beck and call of the lying Prince of Fate. I do not seek to be your enemy, mortal. Before we irreversibly cross a threshold from which there is no return, I would reach an understanding between us. Existence. You speak of it as though it was sacrosanct. But my prince was locked away and erased from existence by your smug and sanctimonious patron, forgotten by all. I fixed that, but when we tried to restore our realm, our home, you opposed us. No different from what Mora and the other princes did in that distant millennium. Think of what could have been accomplished had not the Prince of Parts been vanquished from history. Do you not see? Just stand aside and let events flow as they may. As I feared. Hermaeus Mora sees so much, but has blinded you. I respect you, mortal. Do what you must, and I shall do the same. Perhaps when reality has been rewritten, and a new Miramor arises, you will have a different opinion. Consider what I have said. We Daedra may be immutable, but you mortals are not.
I just heard the news. King Nantharion was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenaries.
I can... With the 3 relics that were once used to imprison Athelia restored, we must determine where to even begin our search for the Forgotten Prince. Before we discuss the idea that Scroot and I derived, do you have anything else to report? Of course he does. But his faith in his prince has made him blind to the danger she poses to existence itself. These tears are spreading. Soon the fabric of reality may be too damaged to repair. We must find Athelia before that happens. An idea, yes, although Scroot referred to it as a remote possibility. We should return to the loom of the untraveled road. Perhaps the Echoneer can reveal a lingering memory as to where Athelia has gone. But, Proxy, was Curate Gadain, well? That is, I am glad that Gadain is well. But now we must return to Fargrave and make our way to the Chamber of the Loom. I dare not open a portal there directly, as the release of power when you destroyed it has made the area unstable. This portal will take us to Fargrave.
Watch yourselves. Who knows what dangers still lurk near the loom?
Gadain, I did The loom of the untraveled road lies ahead of us. Stay alert for any of Miramore's Daedra. Let's face renew your vigor. Tainted Miramore remains strong here. Let bread and faith restore your strength.
It's getting started!
The loom, even destroyed, it radiates power. To think Fargrave was once a part of the field, the ripples in the nature. The path to the loom is below us. I shall open a way down.
By the ancestors, look at this place. I remember when the walls of the necropolis were my entire world.
Tread carefully, Gadain. I prefer not to see any harm befall you.
I still have the amulet you gave to keep me safe. I couldn't bear to part with it.
I am glad it has been helpful, and that you still have it. More than I can say.
salvageable.
Use the
my
Echavir
friends.
and see what memories remain.
Nothing! Damn them! Very well. If I cannot restore Miramore, I will create a new realm upon the festering cults of Apocrypha!
Apocrypha? Proxy, we must talk. The power Athelia absorbed when you destroy the Lume. It has turned her into the very monster Hermaeus Mora foresaw. And now she plans to challenge him and take Apocrypha for herself. I fear we may not be able to change these spiraling fates. Change does not come naturally to the Daedric princes, not like it does for mortals. That is why the one who knows sought you out. You are correct about the change, but that was the result of untold power, not a conscious effort. The result of the way events played out in those other realities, I suspect. Daedric princes have no experience with the constant evolution and transformation of mortals. They are eternal, and have no point of reference for the transient. She was confused, vulnerable. That much I grant you. That, however, is not the same as being mortal. An intriguing notion. She saw other versions of herself. Is there a way to get her to see that and attempt to change her own perspective? We must consult Scrooge. This shall require all of our combined knowledge if such a possibility truly exists. Scrooge awaits us at Baragon's townhouse. Let us return there at once.
Everyone's back. Great. And I don't see anyone carrying anything that gets us closer to saving reality. I've been doing my best to keep morale up while you were gone. But even my usually cheerful mood is under assault. More and more of those tears in reality keep appearing. We're running out of time. Did you learn anything useful at the Loom? Another assault on Apocrypha? The Great Eye still hasn't recovered from the last one. We already knew that Athelia had transformed into the monster Hermaeus Mora warned us about. I don't suppose you and Laramil have come up with a way to stop her. Daedra don't change. Daedric princes especially. It's their nature. We're not like you mortals, constantly reflecting on possibilities and remaking yourselves over and over. She's a monster, and will always be a monster. Different reflections. You mean the versions of Athelia that Laramil told me you encountered on the many paths? She also said that when you first encountered Athelia, she looked mortal and was confused and weak. At least by Daedric standards. You're right. Athelia has changed, and reflecting might just be the key. I read about a relic created by a mortal wizard. A mirror that revealed the innermost thoughts and dreams of the viewer. Laramil and I must consult some ancient texts. Obviously, we're going to need something connected to Athelia. I spotted a primordial shattered titan in the ruins of Scion while I was scouting instabilities. Retrieve a fragment from that ancient Daedra. We can use it to create the relic. It's very old. Ancient, even. One of the first things the Prince of Paths ever created. And it's big. How it got to the ruins of Scion, I have no idea. But it's there, and we can use it. Provided you can defeat it and bring back one of its shards.
I know those ruins. They're west of Skingrad.
Then let's not waste time. Let's go get this shard.
Agreed. We'll meet you there.
The ruins of Scion lie within this cave. Let's proceed with caution. Scroot says the Titan is somewhere in these ruins. I'll accompany our comrade. Baragon, Curate Gadain, guard the entrance.
We'll make sure the path behind you remains clear.
Is that a reality tear? It looks as dangerous as Scroot described. Stay alert.
Oh yeah, that felt good.
I hope Baragon doesn't get bored and decide to follow us. He really wanted to explore these ruins. That must be the Titan. Let's destroy it and gather a fragment. Gather a fragment of the Titan and we can return to the others.
Friends, we need to get out of here.
Tears are opening up throughout the ruins. We barely made it here to warn you.
What's happening?
I warned you against interfering, but you refused to heed me. A reality tear? How fortuitous. Let this be the end of fate's chosen.
Friends, look out!
Curate Gadain! He's gone.
Mourn later. We must get this fragment back to the others.
I just heard the news. King Nantharian was killed, defeated by the Legion's mercenaries. Can't did you?
Maybe? Nothing like this has ever been attempted.
It has to work, Scrooge. There are no other options. Ah, here comes our proxy. Where is Gadain? I see you and our allies have returned safely with a fragment of the Miramor Titan. But where is Curate Gadain? No, that cannot be. He had my amulet, and you were there. And Baragon, and Tribuna Leia. There must be some mistake. Gadain. He cannot be gone. I am sorry, Proxy. I need a few moments to myself. Talk to Scroot. She shall tell you what we have planned.
Mortals die. That's literally the meaning of the word. I'll never understand your transient emotions. Whatever. We all face non-existence if we don't do something about Athelia and the reality tears. You secured the fragment? Definitely part of an ancient Miramor Titan. It should serve nicely as the focal point of the ritual Laramil and I developed. As soon as she collects herself, Laramil will guide you through the process. No. This is something that you and Laramil need to do together. Your fate's chosen, and she's a magic user who can see the threads of fate. I'm just a watchling with delusions of grandeur and a bad attitude. Laramil will help you. She has to.
Scroot is correct. This falls to you and me, Proxy. Place the fragment in the center of the ritual circle. Excellent. Now place Abolisher, the Lamp of Clarity, and the Skein of Secrets around the fragment. Now, join your power to mine, and we shall align the threads of fate with the ritual. It is done. We have created a mirror of truth.
It really worked? Huh. Maybe we do have a chance.
Come, Proxy. We must speak. Despite the loss of Curate Gadain, you recovered a fragment filled with the essence of Miramor, and we successfully created a new relic, the Mirror of Truth. A time to mourn shall come later, provided we stop Aether. Yes, he most definitely would. I can see the threads of fate coalescing to a point. We near the end of this path, and whatever awaits us. You have done well as fate's chosen. Take this reward and gather yourself. I shall do the same. Athelia has become the